Love this podcast? Support this show through the Acast supporter feature. It's up to you how much you give, and there's no regular commitment. Just click the link in the show description to support now.
Welcome to Yankee Stadium.
They win the final game 5-2 to remain the baseball champions of the world. The Yankees, with this 9-0 crusher, have won their 17th World Series. The Yankees again are world champions. The Yankees win their 21st World Series.
The Yankees are champions of baseball. Ball game over. World Series over. Yankees win. The Yankees win. The Yankees are back on top. World champions for the 27th time.
Welcome back, Yankee fans. This is episode 84 of the Chase for 28 podcast. My name is Chris, and we're joined once again by the Podcast Padre.
Yes, I'm back.
That's right. It's been a week, and what a week it has been.
Yes. It's the week of, for all the Italian fans out there, it was a week of agita.
Be nice to AJ.
That had nothing to do with AJ.
Well, we certainly had fun this week recording the post-game recaps of the games. There were some nights where I really just wanted to go to bed, but got to do what we got to do. So we did this for you, Yankee listener.
They all appreciate it.
So when we last recorded, you and I, the ALDS was about to begin, and we made predictions. We made predictions of what would happen.
We both got it right. We said in 4 games.
We did. We both said in 4 games, yes. But before we get into a little ALDS review and an ALCS preview, let's go to the Yankee trivia question from last week's episode. And the question was, who are the 3 Yankees who have played in and managed in a World Series for the Yankees? And we did get a guess on social media. From Jay. Jay has answered our questions before.
Yes, I thought that name sounded familiar.
So Jay said, it's gotta be.
Gotta be.
Gotta be.
Gotta be, no doubt about it.
He said it's gotta be Houlk, Martin, and Girardi. Survey says...
Ding, 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 ding.
Yes.
You are. He's correct.
Ralph Houlk, Billy
Gotta
Martin,
right.
and Joe Girardi. Now, as we sit here recording this, we hope that in another week and a half, that becomes a 4-person answer.
A 4-person answer, yes.
And we can add Aaron Boone to that list.
Aaron Boone for what? The 3.5 games he played for the Yankees? There you go.
That's okay. He had one important hit, and he still leads Aaron Judge on great postseason moments. Aaron Boone has 1. Aaron Judge has none.
That's true. Well.
All right, so the Yankees did away with the Royals this week, and I'd like to say it was easy and not stressful, but I don't know. In my lifetime, I don't ever remember the Yankees having a stress-free postseason other than 1998.
True. This was there was never any game until last night's where you felt, all right, they got this. That first game back and forth, the Yankees were just lucky that first game that Kansas City walked the ballpark.
Yeah, but the Kansas City bullpen is no good.
Oh, they proved it. Yep, they proved that beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Walks kill, and if the Yankee offense was on, they would have swept because they would have made them pay for putting so many men on base. I mean, I was going to say, right in that first game, the Yankees had top of the first, second and third, nobody out.
Second and third, no out. And you got Judge, Wells, and Stanton coming up, and you got Butkus.
And that was the theme for most of the series, other than when your favorite baseball player and mine came alive because, and I think I made this point to AJ, Giancarlo Stanton is to the playoffs what Mariah Carey is to the holiday season. She comes out but once a year and really
Yes.
does a nice job.
Yeah, he came alive, and he had some horrible swings just to make sure you knew who it was. But then he'd come back on the next pitch, and like that last night, that shot when he drove in Judge from third.
That was a good, solid shot.
But that ball was like 2 inches off the ground.
But it was a good shot.
Since when does he, the way he swings that he's so stiff, you never expect him to go down and get a ball like that.
But he did. And I was listening on the radio on my way home, and they said that StatCast said that 2 inch off the ground smoke line drive base hit thing had an exit velo of 119 miles an hour.
Yeah, the pitcher's lucky a piece of him didn't go out into the outfield with it.
And who's to say it didn't?
Yeah, maybe. Check that ball.
Yeah, but again, Stanton, they don't give out MVPs for division series, but I think Stanton's your MVP of the division series.
Yep, he would get it. And he stole a base.
He stole one base.
I said he stole a base.
I was thinking also, but Judge had a stolen base last night too, because they weren't paying attention to him either.
They weren't paying attention to, but Judge had 10 stolen bases, but what they say it was the last time Stanton stole a base was 4 years ago.
4 years ago.
And I don't remember it.
But now that he's done it once, now you got to pay attention to him, because now you don't know.
I'm sure they'll become real lax with him right away. They may look over their butt. And he got in there. I mean, he slid.
He didn't get hurt. I didn't see his hamstring.
I was waiting for the ambulance to come out and get him. He's feeling his oats.
Here's what I'm not going to miss in the next round. Bob Costas. You know what? I might rather listen to Joe Morgan, rest in peace, do a Yankee game than listen to Bob Costas.
No, you know what would be the ultimate worst?
Oh, God.
Joe Morgan with Ron Darling. That would be the worst. Here come the Yankees, but they're nowhere near like my old Reds team, and my Mets team in '86, and how'd the Yankees get here? They suck. I don't know.
But just, dear Lord, Bob Costas is. I mean, I told AJ, I said, just bring him back out when the NBA is back on NBC next fall in 2025. He's just bad, boring.
And I didn't write the stuff down, but he misspoke about a few things. Like he just said the wrong word.
So the game that Judge finally got a hit in, the next night he commented that Judge was still looking for his first hit in the series.
Yes.
And I know it's a national audience. It's a national broadcast. And they got to talk to you like you've never seen baseball or the Yankees or the Royals in your life. But come on. And what was TBS's fascination with George Brett? That we had to keep showing him when they were in Yankee Stadium. Did they interview former Yankees?
No.
Were they showing former Yankees who were in attendance?
I'm sure some of them were there, but
I mean, Willie Randolph at 70 years old looked like he could still play second base, throwing out the first pitch.
I guess maybe Willie was out of camera angle.
I don't know. But hey, we win the series. Since we didn't get to talk about each individual game other than, a text here or there, what are some of the positives that you take away? Because I guess we could talk about negatives too, but what do the Yankees have going for them at this point?
Their bullpen. Their bullpen got them through the first 3 games. I mean, even though they lost this game 2, that was just that one bad inning by Rodon. But other than that, the bullpen just totally shut down Kansas City. And as we said before we started recording tonight, Clay Holmes seems to have found his spot in life. He is a middle inning reliever, a setup guy.
He's your 6th or 7th inning guy.
Yeah. He's pitched more than 1 inning. Used to be like, when he was the closer. Oh, can we call him in the 8th inning? Can he do it? Now, all of a sudden, he's coming in. He's pitching, multiple innings. He's getting more than 3 outs.
And on the same side of that reliever coin, you got Luke Weaver, who is coming in and getting big saves. Got 5-out save last night.
Yeah, they said he used to pitch for Kansas City, and he stunk.
Yeah.
And supposedly he came to the Yankees.
He was also with the Reds. Good thing the Reds exist.
That's right. Don't make fun of my team. There's always next year. But, they said Matt Blake, they changed his arm angle, and all of a sudden he's found Jesus,
Yes, and Jesus has a fastball.
So, between him and Tommy Kahnle, and they got it. And Hamilton pitched almost anybody they put out there after the starting pitcher.
Yeah. No,
they did fantastic.
This is good. This is real good. As we go into the ALCS, we're still waiting as we're recording this. Are we going to be facing Detroit or Cleveland? Their game 5 is Saturday.
Tomorrow. Yeah,
later today, tomorrow, depending on when you listen to this. Actually, before we get into that, any negatives that you are concerned about going forward?
Negatives. Well, hopefully off of last night, Judge has awakened. Even in the first inning when he hit into the double play, in my mind I said, at least he hit the ball. Then, he walked twice and he smoked something 117 miles an hour when he hit the double to left center. So maybe that's his awakening. But little third baseman, Mr. Chisholm, I've never seen... it's like does he even see the ball coming up the way he's swinging? He had a terrible series. I know he hit the home run, but other than that, nothing. Luckily, he's playing good defense.
Yeah.
Where else? Wells has to start hitting. Verdugo seems to have gotten a little cold, but he's giving you the defense. At least last night they had hits from more than, like the night before they had 4 hits. Stanton had 3 of them. Volpe had 1.
Well, they were last night. They were 3 for 10 with runners in scoring position,
and that was an improvement.
Yeah.
Volpe, I thought, was good last night. He got a hit, and then his last 2 at bats, he lined out to first and he lined out to third. So, to me, you hit a line drive, you're making solid contact. You didn't hit them where they ain't. So
the old Adam ball.
Yep. But it's just got to be spread out a little bit more. Like don't be swinging for home runs. Just put the ball in play. Hit the ball the opposite way. And like I said, I personally don't mind. I think first base again is going to be Cabrera and Birdie. I don't mind. Both of them could play the position defensively. Cabrera I like better from the left side, and Birdie to me is a smart player. When he was there at the beginning of the season, it just looks like he's the type of guy where you throw it outside, he's going to hit the ball the other way. You pitch him inside, he'll turn on it. But if you throw it out over the plate, he's not going to try to pull it and hit a ground ball to short. He'll go the other way with it.
Yeah, I don't get the impression that he is trying to think and hit at the same time, which we know you cannot do.
Yeah, just go with the pitch. So, just if the whole team wakes up, I want to see better offense. I like to see more than 3 runs a night.
Yeah. Yeah, and with a bullpen that's got it on lockdown right now, and you figure playing Cleveland or Detroit, either team, you're going to be playing a team that has now played the 5-game series. Now, I don't know if you heard yesterday's post-game recap, but AJ had commented that he is hoping for Detroit because of this idea of momentum, that if you get Cleveland in, they'll be feeling good about themselves. They were the better team record-wise. They won the Central this year, and, they'll be coming in winning that game 5, the emotions that go behind that, winning 2 games in a row to come back and win that series. What is your sentiment on that?
I don't care. I don't care who wins. The thing that I count on is they're going to play game 5. They're using their best pitchers. starting
That's
pitchers.
what I also realized. So as I look at the calendar, come on, calendar.
Oh, for the playoff schedule? I got it up. I have a little window here.
Well, so they're both pitching their best pitchers. So you got Skubal for Detroit, and who's pitching for Cleveland?
No, I just got the schedule with the Yankees, whoever they play. But they're starting pitchers. The game with the Yankees is going to be on Monday and Tuesday. So their best pitchers will not be throwing in games 1 or 2.
Right. And as we look at our own rotation, Cole won't be available until game
Tuesday.
3. Oh, wait.
No.
1, 2,
Friday,
3,
Saturday,
4.
Sunday,
Cole's pitching
Monday,
Tuesday.
Cole pitch Tuesday. Monday is they could go with Rodon. They could go with Schmidt. They could go with Heel.
AJ and I came to an agreement of go with a Heel Stroman combo on Monday and start Heel.
Was Stroman on the roster?
I don't think he was on the roster for the ALDS.
Well, now it's a question of.
I think in a 7-game series, you've got to carry more pitchers than bench players.
Yeah, what they have 6 bench players that'll get cut down.
Yeah, I think you need the starter.
Well, you replace right away. Rice was on the roster. You just showed you don't need Ben Rice on the roster.
Right.
So
here's a question for you: do we need Jason Dominguez on this roster? Because he also sat on the bench for the last week.
Well, you need another outfielder aside from him sitting on the bench. Who else was able to play the outfield? Besides, all right, Cabrera could put a glove on and go out there. Was that it?
That might be the case.
Yeah, no, I guess
Chisholm could also play the outfield.
Yeah,
and Cabrera could play third. I don't think you need Dominguez on the roster. I want him on the roster because when we're doing these podcasts a year from now, they're in the playoffs. Cabrera's going to be your left fielder.
Are you talking about still doing the chase for 28 or the chase for 29?
There might be some name changes coming.
I could see.
I like where your head's at, though.
I could see Dominguez getting a start and then maybe coming in with Verdugo for defense in the 7th or 8th inning. But in the 7-game series now, Verdugo's bat cooled off a little bit. He was back to hitting his ground balls last night. I could see Dominguez getting a start here.
You think he gets the game 1 start in left at home? I wouldn't be upset.
It just looks like his misplays, like he's not used to going into that left field corner at Yankee Stadium. It looks like he kind of shied away from that.
He's got all weekend to practice.
I know.
What was he doing today?
I'll volunteer. I'll go stand on third base and hit balls out to him. I'll do it for hours.
You might have to go a little further down the line at this point.
Yeah, Mr. Big Talk over there.
Hey, between the two of us, I think we know who could hit the ball over the fence.
From home plate?
Yeah.
With pitching?
Yeah.
You let me know when you're going to be there and do it. I want to take a picture of it. You know,
I really think I could still hit a ball over the fence.
When was the last time you did it?
I almost did it in softball last week.
Almost counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. Almost.
I'm just saying, between the two of us, I could still hit a ball 300 plus feet.
All right.
I'm not saying I'm going to hit it into the black, but I think I could put it over the left field wall.
Look out, Monument Park. Everybody duck. Dream on. That's what we'll call the next podcast.
Dream on.
Dreams of an old Yankee fan.
Well, hey, this current Yankee fan does have dreams.
All right. So what else you want to know about this series?
So you would also prefer to play Detroit?
Yeah, but again,
you said it doesn't matter.
I don't care. My whole thing is, I'll give you the one thing I said. I told this to your mother before. people like, do you want to see the Subway World Series and whatnot? And I said to her, I said, what would be really good if the Yankees played the Mets in the World Series, since the Yankees lost all 6 games during the season? The Mets win the first 3 games of the series.
And the Yankees become the first team to come back from 3-0 down to win the World Series and just step on their hearts?
Yes, that would be the best. So if it happens, remember
that would be
where
the
you
best.
heard it.
Would you want to live through that potentially happening? Do you want to?
I'd be dead. I wouldn't see it because you'd be having my wake after the game 3.
How are they losing those first 3 games? 1-0? Are they getting blown out where it looks like all hope is lost? And
I didn't go into that much detail. I just said
I'm asking you right now. What? I mean, a loss is a loss, but would you want to see them just lose 1-2-0? Or do you want them to lose 3 slugfests?
No, I think they'd be close games. I don't think they'd be slugfest. For some reason, we're not seeing any slugfest anywhere.
Well, I mean, Fernando Tatis of the Padres, I mean, he's got like 6 postseason home runs already. And that game's going on now, right? That game's going on now.
Yeah, the Dodgers are currently, I don't know if anything changed, but they were winning 1-0. Somebody did hit a home run. I didn't catch who for the Dodgers, but
okay.
Whatever.
So people in the future know what happened.
Yes. Well, yes, it's the bottom of the 4th. Dodgers are up 1-0. And that's it. That inning's over. They've each got 2 hits. Oh, well. Like I said, I don't get into wishing who you play, just whatever. Whoever's on the field against you, go out and beat them, period. That's all there is to it.
Just win, baby.
Just tell Chisholm to shut up.
Yeah, with his yapping. Ay.
Yeah.
I hope he has.
That play with Volpe last night, I didn't think there was anything dirty or anything with that.
I mean, I said to AJ, I thought he slid kind of late and was really coming in hard and late. So I think Volpe was kind of like defended himself, but I also said that
Volpe patted him on the back, and you could tell he said something to him. He wasn't being antagonistic or anything.
Oh no, I think he was being antagonistic in the nicest way.
Yes, he was being. He wasn't like in his face like I got you. Shut up, go back to the dugout. You were out.
That's basically what Judge ran in and told the guy. He was doing the little tip.
Yes. I saw Stanton run out, and I'm like, oh no, he's going to get hurt.
You saw Glaber being peacemaker, trying to escort that guy off the field. But you're right. If we get to
there's a question for you.
Go ahead.
What do you think about the play of Gleyber Torres since they benched him and yelled at him?
He's been one of the better players in baseball since August, right? Yes. I think they said he in order to finish where he did with his batting average, he was hitting over like 350.
Yeah, he ended up at 258.
Yeah.
And he was in the 240s.
Good.
And at the end of the season,
play himself into a brand new contract somewhere else.
Did you see the article this week where someone made mention of, what was the title of the article, about how a Yankee all-star could be playing his way back into a contract? And they were talking about Torres.
They better not.
Yeah, I mean, if you could guarantee him playing this way all the time.
So, I thought of this, and I was listening to another baseball podcast, and, they made the point that, Torres plays well in the playoffs, but you have to put up with him for the 162 regular season games.
Yeah, he gets very lackadaisical.
It's like the opposite of like, do we want to be frustrated with him over the course of the regular season? But like with Judge has been great in the regular season. That's where he has made his money and made his name. If you were just evaluating Judge based on his postseason existence, he wouldn't be worth much of his current contract or the seed that's not on his chest but is there in spirit.
Yeah, but it's the Judge during the season that got you here.
That is true. I think we've all resigned ourselves to the fact that we're okay without Gleyber Torres. There's a lot of other options.
Yes, you again, that's the November podcast where you think about all the money coming off the books and where they potentially could use that money. And again, I'm not going to get into it yet. I just got a feeling I'm going to be surprised if it goes the way we want it to go.
We'll save that for November.
Yep.
But for now, he's playing right field.
Yes. That's what you got to go by. All right. So go back. We were talking about the pitching. Monday, we got choices for 3 different guys to do it.
I want to see Houlk on the mound. Because I default to, let's put these young guys who are not smart enough to realize what's going on. Although, he's got playoff pitching experience. So.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, it's 2 years because they didn't make the playoffs last year, which, I'll be honest, I forgot about. I forgot that the Yankees did not make the playoffs in 2023.
Just, come on, Bob Costas told you that. What's the matter with you?
Thank you, Bob. He reminded me. God, I hate Bob Costas.
So, well, again, we'll see what they decide to do.
I think we're going to get Houlk, Cole.
Holmes will go.
Cole's game 2.
On 2.
Probably getting Rodon in game 3. Schmidt in game 4.
3, 4, and 5 are all in Detroit or Cleveland.
Yes.
See, now, something in my mind. I would think Detroit and Cleveland at this point, this time of year, it might be a little cold.
Yeah.
If I'm going to pitch Houlk, I'm not throwing him there. I'll throw him in Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, because it's going to be it's going to be cooler at night, but it's still going to be in the 60s.
Yeah, but I think it's going to be a lot colder over there in the other cities.
Yes.
So if they're going to pitch him, I'd say pitch him Monday night.
Yeah. It makes the most sense. So we want Houlk to start.
If you do him there, Cole Tuesday, then you got Rodon Thursday, Schmidt game 4. And then that's not enough rest Saturday.
So when will Garrett Cole pitch in this series? He's pitching game 2 and he's pitching game 7.
He could pitch game 6 Monday he'd come back in game 6
if necessary. Yeah. Well, hopefully they're wrapping up the ALCS when we're recording on next Friday.
Yeah. Theoretically, if they were down, he could come back on 3 days rest on Saturday.
I don't think he'd be about that. I mean, if he had to, but let's not be in that situation.
You don't want to be in that situation, but if
we're playing let's put it this way. I want this ALCS to be Yankees 4, other teams 0 or 1. And I prefer it if they swept. I can't take the aggravation of them losing. I can't do it.
Yeah. So if game 7 is on Tuesday, October 22nd, what would the World Series start on Friday?
I think the World Series starts on Friday the 25th, and game 7, if necessary, is November. No, wait, hold on. I think you got your dates mixed up.
No.
Oh, wait, no. Game 7 will be Saturday, November 2nd.
November baseball. What was that? Jeter, Mr. November?
Yes. Yes.
That's right. That was the game that went into extra innings and the clock struck midnight and Jeter was at bat.
And I believe it was Bob Costas who dubbed him Mr. November. I think.
Well, that was when Bob was a little bit more with it. That was, 25 years ago?
That's true.
Or more. Yeah, Bob needs to get rid of the... so what do you think? Is that a toupee?
No.
I read articles about that. People were talking about it.
I don't care what his hair is.
Maybe he thinks he's Howard Cosell now. I don't know. Oh, well. All right.
All right, let's do our Yankee trivia question for today. And the question is, oh, wise Podcast Padre.
Okay. Babe Ruth, when he was pitching for the Boston Red Sox in the World Series, held the record for consecutive scoreless innings pitched, 29 2/3 innings. that record was broken by what Yankee pitcher?
All right. Great question. We'll have that answer for you next week. We'll record on the 18th. Hopefully the ALCS will be well in our control and a ticket to the World Series about to be punched.
Yeah, that could be what Yankees winning game 4.
Let's go. All right.
Mm-hmm.
You got opinions about this? Hey, we've been saying for years, we're waiting for the first email to come in. Jesus. Feedback.
We should give away a free T-shirt.
No. I got stickers.
Oh, well.
You send in a question,
Hey,
I'll send you a sticker. Feedback at chasefor28.com is our email. You can connect with us on Twitter. We are at chasefor28pod, and we got the voicemail available for you. It's a podcast. Your voicemails would be great. chasefor28.com/voicemail. That's going to do it for our ALDS review and a little bit of an ALCS preview. We did confirm with AJ all week. He will be back with me after the ALCS games. So we'll be back after Monday night's game, hopefully celebrating a Yankee win. And
I hope they win because I like listening to a happy AJ.
Yeah, it's odd that that's happy AJ because he was a little miserable until they won.
Oh, your first one after the game they lost. The two of you were like Debbie Downers.
It's a short series. Anyway, all right. So since I'm not going to get to talk to you till this thing is already underway, first, who will they play? Go ahead. Who's winning, Cleveland or Detroit?
Who's winning, Cleveland or Detroit? I am going to say Detroit.
Okay. And what is your ALCS prediction?
Yankees against Detroit. They win 4-2. It's not the 98 Yankees. They ain't sweeping.
I know. All right.
I'm not going to. I mean, if they do, fine. Happy.
I'm also going to go with Detroit, and I'm going to say that the Yankees win the series 4-1.
Okay.
And it's going to be a stressful one because they're going to lose game 1. I'm going to say they're going to lose game 1 because you don't know who's pitching the game. Why not set the tone right there from the start of the series?
Okay.
So, there you go.
Time will tell.
We'll be back Monday night after game 1. Hopefully it's not a loss for real. But enjoy your weekend. And we'll be back. Let's go Yankees.
Go Yankees.